Hello folks, welcome again to Commander's Corner. This is my second video with regards to the killings of innocent, unarmed black people in America. The reason why I'm revisiting this issue is because of the recent killing a couple days ago of a black man in Atlanta, Georgia. It seems that the police people in America have not gotten the story. They are completely insensitive to the demonstrations, to the hurts, to the protests that's going on across the whole cities in the United States, even across the world, in Berlin, in London, in Jamaica, in Nigeria, everywhere, in Africa, in Europe, everywhere. People are saying, why? When is enough enough? Is it possible to teach an old dog a new trick? Is it possible to reform American police? Is it possible to defund American police? These are questions so many people are asking. Is racism the reason why police are killing black people? Is it institutionalized system, things that are taught, things that they learn at the academy? Or is it just hate that they carry out when they see a black person? These are very disturbing questions for any law enforcement agent to answer in America. And for them to answer it, they must be honest. Because when you see the videos of so many innocent, unarmed black people being shot on the streets of America, you begin to wonder, what is their regard to black lives? Does black life really matter? Do these cops really care about the families, the suffering, the pain that they put so many black families through when they kill an innocent, unarmed black man? Unarmed. The killings in Atlanta a few days ago clearly shows that the police, especially the white cops, they don't care. They are bent on carrying out a pound of flesh for a little minor traffic. This is just simple non-traffic violation. Somebody that was found drunk in his car, he wasn't moving his vehicle, he wasn't driving, and they gave him sobriety tests, which they claimed he failed. Now they wanted to handcuff him, take him to prison. Why? They could have cited him, given him a ticket. They could have called a family member to take him home. They could have called the police van to take him home. They could have called so many other services. But instead, they were bent on arresting and jailing somebody because they claim he was drunk. Now, the victim tried to escape and they shot him dead. What is justice? How can we uphold justice in America? Do we have two different kinds of justice in America? One for white people, one for black people? Is justice fair in America? I don't want to offer or proffer solutions or answers to these questions. But isn't it time that we find a solution to this murderous act? The brutality is getting too much. It's getting out of hand. I warned in my previous video that the fire next time, I don't want to live in this country to see it. It's going to engulf everybody. The cities, the countryside, the government house, private house, schools, neighborhoods, communities, black communities, white communities. And you ask yourself, when police encounters a black man, what is their thinking? Why do they resort to certain extreme measures instead of trying to mitigate the issue in a more civil manner? You begin to wonder, do they really come to serve the people? or do they leave their hands to go and kill? There's so many videos all over the social media showing police brutality. Often is the white police officers against the black motorist or black suspect. And you ask, if you look at a city like Jefferson, Missouri, a city that comprises 70% of black Americans, citizens, and you have the police force, 75% of the police force are white people. Why? The police should be reflective of the members in the community. If you have 70% of black people in the community, at least you expect maybe 70 or 80% of the police force. But the reverse is the case. 70% of the population, 30% white, the police force are 90%. The mayor, white. DA, white. Superintendents of school, white. So they are positioned where they can control the people, control the masses, control the community. And then the police in America are not really community police. Police in America are agents of slavery. They are a carryover from previous racial structures to Jim Crow, now to mass incarceration. So they need to be retrained if they are supposed to be guarding and protecting the people. The mentality is the same. Every black man is a suspect. Every black man must be a criminal. Every person that is a black origin, either African, black American, foreigner, mixed, it doesn't matter. Once you have 1% of black blood in you, you are a suspect. Now, somebody texted me a few days ago asking me, what is the difference between the police in Africa and the police in America? He claimed that police in Africa also kills Africans. Nigerian police are known as one of the worst in the world. Bribery, killing, and other criminal enterprises that engage in that shithole country. But there's a difference. The difference in America is race. Race, how the white people treat black people is different from how they treat white people. If they treat black people the same way they treat white people, I don't think you're going to have all these so many videos of brutality, killings, and all those stuff. When they arrest a white person, they are more cordial. They are more respectful. They seem to understand. They seem to relate with person of their race. When they see a black man before they get out from their cruiser, they've already drawn their guns. They're ready to shoot. But when they stop a white person, they'll be very polite. Even they will apologize for stopping the white motorist. Now, in Africa, we know that many of the police activities are kind of influenced by tribes. The tribes that you come from might influence how the police treat you. But at least you know that the person is not treating you because of the color of your skin. And you know that you can talk your way out of the situations. But it's not so in America. And I tell everybody that is of black or Negroid race or Africans, be careful. Be careful when you're in America. Because in a moment's time, you can lose your life. When they arrest you and imprison here, they tell you that the justice is blind until you go through the legal system in America. From jailing to persecution, to prosecution, to trial, to sentences, it's never the same. You commit the same crime as a white man, the white person will get maybe 1 year imprisonment. or deferred incarceration. They might give the person a community service. Black men, they give you 5 years. They'll find you. When you come out, you have a record. You cannot find a job. You cannot start a business. They render your life useless. That is why the Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter because we're trying to fight this injustice. We're trying to say, if you convict me and I serve my time, when I come out, I shouldn't be restricted. I shouldn't be forbidden from getting a job. I should not have a mark on my face that I'm an ex-convict. White people, not so. So, what is the meaning of Black Lives Matter? It means justice. It means opportunities. It means education. It means respect. It means equality. When you have these things, you have a man. When you take these things away from a man, you have an incomplete man. You have a man who lives in fear. Every day when you leave your house, you are concerned. Every day your child leaves your house, you are concerned. Not because he doesn't know how to drive, not because of crime, it's because of police brutality. Every community in America have different policing system. If you live in certain zip code, the police have a different profiling for you. If you live in certain areas and you drive certain cars, police will pull you over because you're a suspect. How could a white man, how could a black person afford this kind of car? Yes, it's a beautiful country. It's an advanced country. Technologically advanced, morally bankrupt. But the good thing that is happening now is that you have a lot of white people that are saying enough is enough. They are asking their Republican politicians to listen. There is something happening now. This is different from the 60s. This is a national movement. White, black, mixed, everybody's saying enough is enough. Everybody's saying it's either we defund the police, abolish the police, reform the police, or let everybody police themselves. Police is important, don't get me wrong. But we don't need racist police in America. Their days are over. Their days are over because they have caused so much harm, mayhem, destruction, violence, pain in this country. It is time. It is time. They say when a child is crying and pointing somewhere, it's either his mom is there or his dad is there. Black Americans are crying. They are crying for the world to hear their voice. They are crying for mercy. They are crying for justice. They are crying for equity. They are crying for equality. They are crying for opportunity. They are crying for respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's all they're asking for. They build this country. One day I'm going to take a moment to talk about the Buffalo Soldier. It's a very interesting story of how Black America fought to give America the freedom that the white people are enjoying. It's an interesting story. Hopefully, I'll have time to talk about it soon. But this is my point of view. This is my own opinion. I don't know whether you agree with me, but if you don't, please, let's talk. Engage me. Comment. Subscribe. Like. Challenge me. I want to hear from you. I want us to make this a discussion. But most, I want Black Americans to feel very proud. Let them not despise of this police thing to, second guess themselves. Black people are hardworking. Black people are loving. Black people are the gadfly of black people all over the world. So I raise my hand and doff my hats off for them because they are great people. Black Americans are warriors. Black Americans have borne the burden of blackness all over the world. Taken away from their homeland, they came here fighting. Buffalo Soldier. So thank you very much. And let's keep the hope alive. Thank you.